Hey there, my friends. Dan G. Fox here, and thank you for stopping by my channel today. I appreciate that. Um, I love being online and being on the internet and making money online. I think it's one of the greatest inventions since toilet paper, honestly. But there are hazards that come with being online, whether you're working online or not. There's hazards to coming to it because there's so many scammers and hackers out there that want to get access to your vital information. You know, for example, your email address, your name, where you live, your real phone number, passwords, um, and so as great as the internet is, there are shortfalls, and we can be ourselves personally as protective as we can of our information. We try to make sure it's all secure and that we don't fall for the traps of things like that. But we can still get compromised. And so that's a risk we take by being online. And so there's a site where you can check and see if your email address has been compromised and then see what, if it has been, to see what information that it's gotten. Because when it's compromised, they sell that information on the dark web. All right. So I wanted to show you what I'm talking about. So if we'll go to here, which is a site called Have I Been Pawned? And I'll put the URL in the description below. It's haveibeenpawned.com. And it's free. And so what you would do is you type in your email address. Okay, so this is my main email address. Okay, and so let's say check if your email address is in a data breach. So I'm going to put my email address in. First of all, you see how many websites have been pawned, and what that means is if you have joined a site like, I don't know, Facebook, okay, and if it's been broken into, it will, it's one of the 891. I don't know if Facebook has or not, but that's an example. And then there's been, what is it, 14,985,593,471 people's personal accounts have been pawned, been breached. That's a lot. That's really a lot. So you put your email in here, you click check. And then it says that email, one data breach. Oh no, pawn. This email has been found in a data breach. Review the details below. So this says that in 2019, that's a while ago, that Canva suffered a data breach, right, that impacted 137 million subscribers. That means 137 million people's information from Canva got exposed. Okay, and it says this exposed data included email addresses, geographical locations, names, passwords, and usernames. All right. Now, I'm showing you this. This is 2019. I've changed my email address since. I've changed my password on Canva since then, and I only use one password for each site. I don't use the same password. You shouldn't use the same password for Canva and then Facebook and then Google and then LinkedIn. You want to use a different password for each site. So if the site does get compromised, everything else is not compromised. So, for example, if they got my information from Canva, all right, password, everything, they could get my password, and then try to go to my bank, but they're not going to get in because I don't use the same password. Okay, all right. Let's try a different email address. This is one I've used for a long time as well. This one has a little bit more that has been compromised. No. Oh, okay. I thought it had Dan at cashsystems.com. .biz. Okay. I knew that was wrong because I've checked it already, so I knew it was more. Okay, 6 data breaches for that email address. All right. And Advanced Auto Parts in 2004, that was last year, a year ago actually. Okay. And so what they got then, when they breached Advanced Auto Parts website, they got my email address, my name, my phone number, and where I live. All right. And, you know, it's not what you want to have happen. And you see here, affected accounts from Advanced was 79 million. All right. So that's not good. Again, I already changed. I'm sorry, I messed up. I already changed my information, so it's not like they can get to me now. Okay, that is. Okay, so that was Advanced Auto Parts, and then in 24 again, Trello. They broke into Trello. Nothing that you could do about it, nothing I can do about it when they break in these sites. But this is the information that they got. Again, they got my email address, my name attached to it, and my username. All right. I don't even know what this site is. This City O'Day. I don't know if it has to do with Citicorp maybe. But anyway, I don't know what this site is. But it says a collection of more than 23,000 alleged breach websites known as City O'Day were made available for download on several hacking forums. This data consists of 226 million unique email addresses that's paired with the password. All right. Well, I don't know what this site is myself, and that was back in 2020, but it's still compromised. They got my email address and my and password to that. That was in November of 2020. And we come to this site in February of 2020. A massive trove of personal information referred to as, you know, this number here has been provided. They got email addresses, job titles, names, phone numbers, physical address, and social media profiles. And then Canva, again, for this email was in 2019, same information. And verification.io in 2019, this email validation service suffered a data breach, and they got my date of birth, my email address. That was 2019, I wasn't employed. Employers, genders, geographical locations, IP address. I mean, they got a lot of stuff here. Job titles, names, phone numbers, physical address. So that was 11 breaches there. That's a lot. So you need to check this, and if you have been breached, pawned as they say here, then you need to go ahead and first of all change your information. Hopefully it's not one of your banks or something major, but you want to check information. All right, and that's one of the hazards of being online. All right, and so you just have to be prepared for it. In fact, like I said, it's a good idea to change your email, your password to sites once a month. I change those that I regularly go to my important sites. I do change it regularly. So even if they broke in and I didn't realize it, you know, I do change it regularly. I always try to do that. So it's good to check that site. Like I said, I'll put it in the description for that. You know, because I'm out there. I'm out there working online, making money online, and you know, you're always vulnerable when you're putting your email address out there to begin with, which is nothing wrong with putting your email address out there, but like I said, it's vulnerable. So if you want to be vulnerable, if you want to make money online, right, you want to get with a company that's going to make it easier to make money online. And I will tell you, the company, I have 3 that I work with and promote, but the one that I just find is the hottest right now is SaveClub.com. And so I have a link down below in the description as well. You check out that business, because I'm going to tell you, I've not seen anything better, honestly. Okay, my other 2 businesses are really hot too, but nothing is hot. It's just because you're saving money, so people can join just to save money, even if they don't want to make money, and you can make money with this. We're talking about a lucrative income. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but we're talking about a lucrative income possibility that you can make with this business. So I invite you to take a look at SaveClub. You can join it for free and get in the power line. That way you can get ahead of anybody that joins after you. And you can check out how many people are joining behind you. But you can also check out some of the features of the site. So I invite you to do that. I implore you to go ahead and check and see if your website, see if your email address has been pawned. All right. So that's it for today. Hopefully you got something out of this video. I know it kind of went long, but it was just some important stuff in there. All right. So if you did get something out of it, I would appreciate if you click on the like button. That helps me a lot with the algorithms, you know. And comments. I love comments, good, bad, or indifferent. And I do respond to them. All right. So if you put in a comment there, I'm going to respond to it. All right. So we can communicate. And this is your first time here to my website, where the heck have you been? Where have you been? But we welcome you. And we invite you to go ahead and subscribe. Click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell. That way you'll get notified every time I put out a video, which I put out on a regular basis to help you to make money online, or tips like I put out today that can benefit you in other ways. All right? So that's it. We thank you again for being here, and you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video.